Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to episode 5 of the Shaida Effect. Today we are having another guest, a very special guest. She is a blogger who loves to write random but beautiful poems. I've read it on her Instagram and it's really beautiful. And she's an amazing writer. She is Iwardatul. Yay! Welcome her.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you so much for inviting me. I feel so honored to be one of your guests for your podcast. Thank you so much.
No
You know
problem.
what? I've been dreaming to be one of your guests tau sebelum ni.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, I've watched some of your podcasts on YouTube and I was like, wow, bestnya. It's like, harap lah dapat jadi orang yang guest dia kan. But Alhamdulillah, you suddenly DM me and I was like, wow, macam invitation jadi artis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. You are an artist of the day though. Like you are my artist today. So
Only on Saturday. Only on Sunday.
macam raja sehari orang kata.
Yes. Lambat lagi raja sehari tu.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Alright. Okay, first of all, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum to all viewers and Assalamualaikum to Syaida. My name is Wawa. Okay, people usually call me Wawa lah. Okay. And recently I am doing my internship in IPK Selangor. Alright, so as you guys know, Syaida mentioned me that I'm a blogger, a part-time blogger, I guess. Okay, and I love writing poems, I usually write poems randomly, spontaneously. Okay, because I really love writing love poems.
Oh.
Yes. And I love writing life poems about myself, and then about my lover, and then just about people around me. Yeah, that's all I can say.
From what you said just now, I feel like you are a very I think you're kind of like me. Like you are sensitive and emotional in a positive sense lah, kan?
Yes.
Like it's for me it's a bit difficult to find people who are like us. We are like sensitive towards our surroundings, kan?
Betul.
Okay. And sometimes people don't get it. Kenapa kita sensitif sangat, kan?
Yes. They don't really understand about our poems pun sometimes.
Kan? Macam diorang baca and then diorang macam okay. Macam tu je kan?
Yes. They just read about it and then just okay, next. They don't really understand the meaning of the poems. They don't really understand what we feel.
Kan?
Why we write the poems. They don't really understand it. But never mind. We just do our work and just enjoy writing it. Well, that is life, kan? Life is too short to be serious.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, and you've given me your favorite quote, which is a hadith, Sahih Bukhari and Muslim.
Yes.
The Arabic one is Khairun nas anfa'uhumu linnas, which translates in English as the best man among you is the one who contributes the most to the mankind. And you know that hadith really macam deep lah for me. Kan, I think it's a really good hadith. Thank you for bringing that up as your favorite quote because it really inspires me to become like what Rasulullah SAW said in his hadith.
Yes, true. You know, like this quotes really inspires me a lot in my life. I have my own mission and vision, I guess, where I really want to contribute something to society because I know that I'm not good enough. I don't have a lot that I can contribute to society.
Wait, what do you mean you're not good enough? Come on.
No, I mean like, yeah, sometimes people might see me as a good person, I guess, but only we knows who we are. Only we knows who we are. And I don't really have a lot that I can contribute to people, and then when I saw this quotes, it actually reminds me of something. If you really want to be good, if you want to contribute something, just contribute something that can benefit a lot to people.
Even though it's small, right?
Yes, whether it's small things, whether in the form of help, in the form of knowledge, make it easier for them. And even if you are teaching people, that is a part of manfaat, there's a good thing that you can contribute to society. It's not just about giving money,
Yeah, that's right.
even just the small things. You help your mom, we help our parents at house, and there's so many things that we can do actually, but we only see like by giving charity is the only thing.
Betul.
Giving
That is
charity, giving money, okay, that's all. That is the part of sedekah that we only know.
kan. I feel like that's the thing about our society lah. Macam we tend to um think that only the big things can give us pahala, right? When we can actually contribute so much more just by the little things.
True. You know what? Small steps counts.
Yeah,
Start minimal. Allah will see our efforts, not the result of it.
that's
Allah will
right.
see the efforts. Whether it's just small, tiny, little things, Allah will see it. As long as we have good intention, as long as we do it with good intention for the sake of Allah, and inshallah we will get the rewards.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Betul. Okay, for our title today, we are actually going to discuss about whether we are ready for the month of Ramadan, right? Are you
Yes.
excited?
Yes, I
Yeah.
always excited. I always excited with Ramadan every year. Cuma sama ada dia menjiwai ataupun tak je.
Betul.
But we always get excited, right?
Kan. Tapi I noticed that since it's a part of our macam culture kan, we tend to take it for granted kan.
Betul.
And then I don't know why, but this year I feel slightly more excited than before lah. I don't know why. Maybe because Alhamdulillah. Maybe because I'm older kot. I'm not sure. And actually for the title, I actually wanted to go with an Arabic question tau. Macam are we ready to okay, let's go with an Arabic question lah. But then I feel like macam over pula lah kan. Takkan takkan segala benda nak letak Arabic kan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also found this quote from one of the Instagram posts. I was scrolling through my Instagram lah kan, and then I saw this one quote. It says, "The month of Rajab is the month of planting your seeds. Sha'ban is the month of watering them, and Ramadan is the month of harvesting the crop." And I feel like that is so profound because we cannot wait for the month of Ramadan itself to start doing good. Betul tak? Kan? We have to start before. Macam buat marathon lah kan? Macam before kita start marathon.
Yes. We need to practice first.
Yeah.
We need to practice. We need to train ourselves. You know what? This is actually what I really look for in Ramadan. In Ramadan, we tend to do a lot of things. We tend to do tahajud. We tend to recite Al-Quran, sedekah, a lot of things. We really want to do that a lot. But if we are not familiar with those things, we might feel it hard.
Yeah,
You'll
true.
feel it difficult because kita tak biasa buat benda tu. Right? For example, so starting from Rajab, Sha'ban, it is the best month for us to train ourselves.
True.
We have to push ourselves more. We have to be, we have to work harder. We have to work harder in order to have the best Ramadan in this year.
That's right.
Yes, we need to practice.
So for you, what are some special things that you would do in Ramadan?
All right, thank you so much. Actually there's a lot, but there are a few things that I really want to do in this Ramadan, in this year lah, for example. First and foremost is, of course, asking forgiveness from Allah and be kind to people and speak good and try to not to speak negative things.
Yeah, that is really important.
Yes. Avoid from saying harsh words, F words, things,
Profanities.
Yes. Sometimes, kita remaja. Sometimes
yeah.
we always like, oh, I don't like it. Oh, dia macam tu kan. So we always speak like that. So the first thing that I really want to do is asking for forgiveness. Asking forgiveness from Allah, from my parents, from my friends. That's the most important thing. Because before we do something else, before we do other ibadah ke apa, we must make sure that our heart is fully purified. Kita kena sucikan hati kita dulu, you know. And then the second things that I want to do in this Ramadan is learning Asma'ul Husna.
Oh.
That is one of my wish list lah.
Oh
Because
my God, we're the same.
yes, you know, 99 names of Allah. Kalau kita tak belajar, rugi. Because you are Muslims. You know, we only, okay, when we were little, when we were kids, we sing the nasyid Asmaul Husna, but we don't really understand about it. We don't really understand the meaning of it. Sometimes when we are making dua, you know, I've heard an Ustaz say in a lecture. He said that before we making dua, we need to puji Allah, you know, by sebut nama-nama dia. For example, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Tuhan yang Maha Pengasih, and then we can go with the doa.
The ones yang suitable with what we want lah kan.
Yes. That is the part of adab berdoa. So we really need to understand, we really need to learn about Asmaul Husna so that we can deeply understand about it, you know, insyaAllah. And other things that I would like to do is learning tafsir Al-Quran, insyaAllah. I'm still in the process of learning a tafsir and read books, increase knowledge in dua, you know, watching lectures, memorize a few of surah. That's all I can say. That's all the things that I really want to do in this year.
MashaAllah. Those are the things, wow, I envy you because I really wanted to do all those things as well. It's in the to-do list lah. Maybe you can share with us some of your books, recommended books and also lectures. So like some of us can maybe check it out.
Yes, sure. Well, actually, I don't really have a lot of books because I'm still new at doing this, you know, but I just bought a few spiritual books. I think one of my favorite books so far is Lelaki-Lelaki Hebat dalam Al-Quran and Perempuan yang Baik di dalam Al-Quran. I think this book you can get it from Iman Shopee, I think, if you know the publications. Iman Shopee, yes.
Okay.
And then the other book that I really love to read is Rehatkan, Hati dengan Solat.
Okay.
This is such a very good book, you know. You know what, Solat is the most important things, kan? If we want to correct our life, we have to correct our Solat first.
True. So who are the authors? Who are the authors actually for both books?
Alright, for Lelaki yang Hebat-Hebat dalam Al-Quran ni, dia punya authors dia ialah Muhammad Syaari Ab Rahman. Okay. And untuk buku Rehatkan Hati dengan Solat, author dia ialah Ustaz Pahrol Ahmad Juoi. I think
he's quite famous.
Yes, and more people know this author. So you can get these books. I mean, such a very interesting book, so why not?
Yeah, true. You know, recently I've started attending like this intensive foundation course for Islamic studies. Like it covers very basic Islamic knowledge lah kan. And the requirement for us to pass the class to get like a certification, we get two kind of certificate lah, the attendance certificate and also another kind of certificate, the I think it's the macam diploma lah, something like that. But the condition for you to get the diploma certificate, you need to memorize at least one juzuk from the Quran.
Wow, subhanallah.
I know, but you know what, and everybody was like, okay, the most easiest would be juzuk 30 lah, juzuk 30, right?
Yes.
But I'm struggling to even memorize the first surah. I'm like, okay, I know that we've come from we went to the same school, right? Serai, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And we kind of memorized some of the surah, right, from our classes back then. But you know, life gets in the way and you kind of like forget some of the surah, right?
Yes, yes,
Mm.
absolutely.
So yeah, I think I'm kind of struggling to memorize that juzu lah. I
I
think
think
it's yeah.
I think it's very important for us to keep on reciting it,
Yeah, that's right.
understand the surah, and then just practice lah. Because I don't memorize surah a lot actually. But like you said, it needs a lot of effort. It needs a lot of sacrifices,
Yeah.
and of course, practice a lot. That's all I can say.
And the hardest part is actually you know how we are like macam terjebak with life punya kind of things kan. Like
Yeah.
entertainment especially, you know,
Yes.
music and all
Music,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And those things actually macam very bukan very lah macam quite damaging to our hafazan kan.
Yeah, true. And that's the reason why sometimes people who are memorizing Al-Quran, they tend to avoid those things, right? And avoid doing a lot of sins, because sometimes when we do a lot of sins, it will stop us from memorizing Al-Quran a lot. You know, it will, like you said just now, it will damage you, okay, sometimes.
Yeah. Music, movies.
Yes,
But
of
those
course.
things are best kan, especially bila
Best,
buat dengan
yeah.
kawan-kawan kan.
Yes, of course. Dia macam lawa-lawa
Lah.
kejap. Yeah, we feel that.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna follow your footsteps lah with the tafsir and also Asmaul Husna.
Inshallah. I mean, I always pray the best for you, Shaida. Inshallah.
Inshallah, Amin. Thank you. So, you know that we have the first quarantine last year kan? And it affected greatly how we spend our Ramadan kan, and also Raya last year. So even though it's something that everybody macam rasa down kan, sebab kita tak dapat spend how we usually spend it kan. But
Yes.
what is something that is memorable for you from last year's punya Ramadan, and what do you feel and how do you cope with it?
All right. Well, Alhamdulillah. Okay, last year Ramadan, I had a lot of time at home actually, compared to this year, because you know this year I have to go to the office. You know, we are rushing to go to work compared to last year. But Alhamdulillah, during pandemic, I realized that maybe this is the time for me to perform better than previous years. You know. And then in last year Ramadan, since it was in COVID, you know, in pandemic, I actually, one of the memorable memory that I still remember is I finally khatam Al-Quran before.
Mashallah.
You know, it was really hard actually. It was really hard because as a person yang, you know, it's yang tak berapa nak baik bacaannya, you know. Sometimes we do it when we feel rajin je.
Faham. Because the motivation is not there kan.
So, but
Same.
Alhamdulillah, last year, after I khatam the Quran, I was crying a lot. I cried a lot. I was like, I don't know why, I feel like macam,
it's like an achievement macam tu.
It's just, you know, like, Alhamdulillah. And last year Ramadan, I could not able to puasa for 2 days only.
Wah, bestnya.
The first and the last Ramadan. So I was like, that was a rezeki for me. I suppose rezeki for all women kan? Because we don't have to ganti the puasa for many days.
Betul.
Alhamdulillah, for 28 days, I struggle. I did my best. Khatam Al-Quran, and Alhamdulillah, I finally accomplished it. And you know, I cried and I feel like macam, ya Allah, I never felt this before. Sometimes kita khatam, tapi khatam yang waktu-waktu lain dia tak rasa best sangat tau. Dia macam okay, habis.
Sekadar nak habiskan kan.
Yes. But last year punya Ramadan, I don't know why, subhanallah, I feel very happy. Very happy that I was able to do that before Ramadan ends. And I think that is I should be very grateful because Allah has given me a chance to be at home, to stay at home, do a lot of things, and I cannot describe it by words, but because I was so excited, I was so happy. Gitu.
Wow. Alhamdulillah.
And actually, last year I had a chance. I had my last Ramadan with my friends actually. Because yes, I had my last Ramadan in Kelantan. I was stuck there because of the lockdown kan, I tak boleh balik. So Alhamdulillah, I celebrate my Ramadan with my friends Fatin, Fatih, Atira and Suhaida in my rumah sewa, and Alhamdulillah I had a very lovely neighbor, and my neighbor was giving us food.
Oh, Masya Allah.
For
So kind.
berbuka. Before Ramadan lagi, dia orang dah bagi makanan. Pagi, tengah hari, malam.
Oh, may Allah bless them.
They were so kind, subhanallah. Just a very good rezeki, Alhamdulillah.
Sometimes rezeki tu memang kita tak sangka kan?
Yes. Sangat tak sangka.
Macam walaupun like kita dalam satu kesusahan tu, we're like in a form of hardship, but somehow Allah always make it easy for us.
Yes,
Kan?
Yes. Tak terlintas di fikiran sebenarnya. Tak
Kan?
terlintas yang orang akan bagi. Even dalam kita keadaan lockdown, we cannot go anywhere, We don't have money a lot, we cannot have fun a lot. We will just stay at home, bangun pagi, tidur, bangun pagi, tidur, bangun pagi, tidur, macam tu kan. But Alhamdulillah, rezeki Allah bagi, jiran yang baik, it's a part of rezeki,
Betul.
Dapat makanan, bukan dapat makanan, just sometimes bantuan daripada universiti, is rezeki. And then ada orang masjid datang bagi rezeki makanan. Sometimes stok makanan terlalu banyak masa tu, Alhamdulillah. So yeah, there's a lot of rezeki. I need to be very grateful for that, Alhamdulillah. And how do I cope with it? Well, I would say it was very well lah. Macam okay lah macam tu. Tak adalah macam stress sangat, tak ada pressure sangat. Because, at that time, I didn't go to work, I just have to struggle with my assignments and that's all.
And everything pun online lah.
Yes, everything online. So, although I had to struggle with my assignments online, but I was still able to perform better in Ramadan last year, Alhamdulillah. Because I think I had a lot of time at home then, so we didn't go a lot. So yeah.
So having spent Ramadan at home kan, during the quarantine, what kind of thing do you miss most before pre-COVID for Ramadan? Because we have bazaar kan, kalau Ramadan like very meriah kan.
Yes.
So
yes.
what do you miss most actually?
Well, I would say that I miss my cat.
Oh, you miss your cat.
Actually, when I was stuck in Kelantan, actually me and my friends, we pet a cat named Chambo actually.
Oh, Chambo.
Yes, he's a boy, I really miss him so bad, he is my little companions. He always accompanying me Solat sometimes. I always bring him into the room and then Solat. And after that, he will panjat me and then kiss me.
Aww,
the most
cute.
adorable thing. And yes, he was so cute. I mean, I really miss him so bad. I think, that is the most incredible thing that I had in Ramadan. And of course, I miss my another cat. Masa ni ada satu kucing jiran. Dia bersalin dekat rumah kita orang. And then ada dua ekor anak kucing. And less than a week, anak kucing seekor tu dia mati. Terhimpit dan tengah menyusu kan. So on that day, it was on the second day of Ramadan. Second day of Ramadan, when I found out that the cat is died, I was so sad. You know, I tanam dia dekat belakang rumah. I pegang mayat tu keras. Kucing tu dah keras. So, tanam dia dekat belakang rumah, and I don't know why, but I was crying so bad. I was crying. Sambil tanam tu baca Fatihah kan, nangis. I don't know why, but I really want to see the cat growing kan, playing with him. But and we named it Oreo actually because the color is black and white.
Oh.
Oreo. Such a very cute name. I think that is most that I missed the most in pre-COVID Ramadan. I think I don't have much experience, but I would say I miss my cats.
Oh. So you're an avid cat lover lah ni?
Not the cat lover, but cat likers.
Oh, why? What's the difference?
So lover, it means that tak pilih kasih.
Oh.
So liker macam okay, kalau you nampak kucing comel then okay.
Oh.
Lover, whether the cat is buruk ke cantik ke, you will still love them. I'm not, belum sampai tahap lover lagi. I'm still the cat likers lah kot.
Oh. So you're kind of biased juga lah ni.
Yes, I guess.
So
I'm
you're
sorry,
biased.
I'm biased.
You're biased towards which one? Oyen eh?
The what?
The Oyen type of a cat ke?
Oh no. We don't have Oyen actually. It's actually a neighbor's cat. We call her Tino. Because betina. Tino, Kelantan. Tino.
Faham.
Yeah. Very hilarious name.
So cute. Okay, since we're very lucky that we get to celebrate since it's Malaysia kan is like an Islamic country kan,
Alhamdulillah.
in the sense of in our constitution lah kan, even though we are multicultural and multi-religious kan, Alhamdulillah we get to practice our religion macam biasa kan, we get to have halal food anywhere kan.
Alhamdulillah.
So although we have that macam tradition, Islamic tradition kan, we tend to have our own tradition, cultural things yang associated dengan Ramadan ataupun even raya Eid celebration kan. For example, things yang tak mendatangkan pahala pun, but we still do it anyway kan.
Yes.
Sometimes up to a point yang boleh jadi lara. I don't know. Kan. Macam contohlah, I don't know, we have this culture of going to tarawih kan. That sounds so foreign now because we haven't done that in a while kan. I kind of miss going out for tarawih.
Yes, of course. Same, me too. I really miss going to tarawih. I think the first time when I started going to tarawih when I was 16 years old. Macam tu. Because I was super lazy because after berbuka we were so kenyang. We were so full and then we macam malas nak pergi surau. But then my parents were forcing me to go to the surau and then performing tarawih. But at that time we just go. But we don't really understand what is tarawih, you know. We just go for the cultural purposes, you know, because we see people do and then we do. We don't really understand, we don't really menghayati the fadilat, you know, the fadilat of tarawih. But insyaAllah maybe now kan, as we are getting older, maybe we should understand about it. We should really menjiwai gitu. I don't know what we call it, but because if we will understand the fadilat behind the tarawih, we will feel excited about it. We will feel like macam ruginya kalau tak pergi ni, you know, I need to pergi juga. You know. And then sometimes, even though sometimes we rasa kenyang, malas kan, but if we really understand the meaning of tarawih kan, we will still want to do it no matter what. Whether tak berjemaah ke, kita still nak buat juga. Because we understand, we know the fadilat behind it, you know.
Betul.
So that's really important for us to seek for the knowledge. That's really important.
You've explained it very well. Actually,
No.
I really love your explanation
No
because
pula.
in our society kan, because we are born Muslims, right? We tend to take, and then our environment pun very macam uh, because we are a Muslim country
Yeah.
kan, it's we take it for granted lah, macam we didn't like take the time to learn our religion just because
Yes.
we are Muslims. We didn't take the time to um read the Quran or
Yeah.
read some books related to our religion. We're like, okay, I'm a Muslim. Okay, I pray 5 times a day. And is that enough? Does that guarantee you
Yeah,
to
yeah.
heaven? Kan?
Mm-mm.
There's no guarantee actually, kan?
No, because that is actually just kewajipan.
Kan?
Yes, kewajipan. Kita solat sebab kita humble. You know, have you heard that quotes before? You know, kita solat because kita humble. And you know what? If we really want to know the beauty of solat, we should learn about it.
Yeah.
It's not just about okay solat 5 waktu habis. No, tak. We have to learn dia punya bacaan dia, you know, pergerakan dia. Sometimes you can see people diorang solat cepat, ada solat lambat, ada solat bacaan main redah je, you know. But subhanallah, actually I've watched a video about reciting Al-Fatihah in solat actually. Kalau kita tak baca Al-Fatihah dengan baik pun, dengan betul, our solat pun belum tentu sah. You know? And you know how rugi we are kalau kita tak belajar.
Betul.
Ruginya kalau kita tak belajar, like kita main reda, tak. Sometimes kan bila kita tengah baca Al-Fatihah, kita menguap. And then kita sambung je, you know. Kita tak ulang balik ayat tu. So, belum tentu benda tu sah lagi. And I'm not the one who deserve to talk about this, but this is what I learned from the lectures. This is actually, you know, bila takbir, kalau kita tak angkat takbir Allahu Akbar, kita menguap pun, dia akan terbatal benda tu. Maksudnya, dia jadikan benda tu tak sah. So, we need to learn a lot actually.
Kan.
So, don't be lazy to read, don't be lazy to seek for the knowledge. Because ini ilmu agama. If you don't start today, when would it be?
Kan. We don't know when we will die anyway, kan?
Yes, that's true.
Kita tak boleh tunggu kita dah tua baru nak belajar.
Yes.
Perasan tak, we have that mindset. In our community, we have that mindset. Like, at this age, we have to have a job. We have to get married. We have to hustle. And then, after we're like, at the age of 50, baru kita nak fikir pasal pergi haji, semua tu. Belajar ilmu agama. I think, does that even guarantee it? Faham tak? Like, we don't even know when we will die, so why not start now, kan?
Yes, actually, especially when we are young. We are still young, you know, we have a lot of times. We don't need to think a lot about buying a house. We don't need to think about having kids. You know, macam sekarang ni at the age of 20, 24, kan? Most people tak kahwin lagi, kan? Kita ambil secara majority. And at this age, kita lebih banyak macam pergi college, belajar, and we don't really have to think
such
about
a big commitment lah, kan?
Big commitment semua. Macam bila dah bekerja, kita akan fikir nak masak balik rumah, masak penat tu tidur, and then we will have nothing to do. You know, same routine. So at this age, at this very young age, take this opportunity as much as we can. You know, bila ada chance untuk kita belajar, just go for it. Learn about it. Bila dah tua-tua, nak belajar, lidah dah kerah, tak boleh nak baca Quran, tak boleh nak apa, payahlah, kan?
Betul.
So, waktu muda ni adalah waktu yang paling senang untuk kita belajar. Otak kita masih fresh. Otak kita masih macam boleh masuk. Kalau kita tanya parents kita pun, kadang-kadang diorang ingat lagi tak nak baca, hafal-hafal, you know? Susah sebenarnya. Susah kalau kita tak biasa. So, we need to learn. Start from now.
Listen ya, start from now.
Lecturer dah marah yang ni.
Okay, so kan kita dah nak start prepare for Ramadan kan, even beforehand kan. How about the ones, kan kita dah serious ni. We are trying to observe the month of Ramadan seriously. would that make us a hypocrite then? Because we are only like focusing on Ramadan kan. What if like after Ramadan kita tak istiqamah macam tu. Like somehow we are macam mana nak cakap like somehow we are like bukan afraid lah, but we are wary of what people think. Because previously we are just biasa-biasa je, like we didn't show, kita biasa-biasa je dengan depan orang kan, macam kita biasa, we are not seen as religious, but suddenly during Ramadan we are offline, we're not spending so much time on social media or something kan, and then suddenly after Ramadan we are back online, we're back to how we were before. So what do you think?
Well, okay. Actually, being normal and being hypocrite is normal. Okay, but
That's new.
don't normalize hypocrisy in our life.
Hmm.
You know, kita mungkin nampak hypocrite tu biasa. Because kalau kita tak rasa hypocrite, bila lagi rasa hypocrite? You know?
Gitu.
No, meaning that it's actually that is the beauty of Ramadan. That is the beauty of Ramadan. I have heard a lecture and Ustaz say, you know, dalam Ramadan ni kita memang akan, tak mustahil kita akan tiba-tiba jadi baik, kan? Jadi religious, kita akan jadi macam, tiba-tiba jadi macam apa kata, macam nampak alim lah, would say. Betul lah kan. But after Ramadan we start to watch dramas, listening to K-pop, blah blah blah, semua-semua kan.
Buat balik benda dulu tu kan.
It's normal. But what can I say is, the first thing is our intention. Niat sangat penting, you know. What is the main purpose of having Ramadan? Apakah tujuan sebenar kita ni untuk ada Ramadan ni sebenarnya? It's okay. I know that some people bila dekat Ramadan ni dia pakai tudung, and then after that tak pakai. Benda tu banyak kali kita nampak. But we cannot simply judge them. Maybe because some people, they just respecting the month of Ramadan. So that's the reason why they wear hijab, for example. And then niat sangat penting. Kalau kita nak berubah, kita kena ada niat yang betul. Yes. Niat yang betul, dan juga kena start push ourselves. And that's the reason why it's very important for us to start with rajab sebenarnya. Rajab, Sya'ban, kita kena train. Even though we just, okay, for example, kalau kita nak buat tahajud Ramadan 30 hari, boleh. Actually boleh. Tapi kita mungkin rasa macam susah. So kita kena start bulan Rajab. Even just 1 time or 2 times in Rajab, then it's okay, it's fine. Okay, second, bila kita dah ada niat yang okay, second kita kena ada effort semua-semua kan. Kita dah tahu goals kita apa. Cuma satulah yang untuk kita atasi hypocrite ni sebenarnya, salah satu cara ialah dengan berdoa. You know, I have learned one doa, beautiful doa, and actually I really hope that most of us we can memorize this doa, and we can recite this doa after Solat. Okay, practice this doa after Solat. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allâhumma ya Muqallibal qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinika wa ta'atik. Have you heard about this doa?
Yeah. It's quite
this doa is very powerful. It's very beautiful, powerful. You know what, bila hati kita ni, kita rasa macam mana nanti kalau aku tak istiqamah macam mana?
Doa tetap ke hati kan?
Yes, tetap ke hati. Read this doa, insyaAllah. If you read this doa, okay, dengan keyakinan yang tinggi, you percaya yang Allah akan sentiasa tetap ke hati kita, insyaAllah. Lambat laun Allah akan bukakan balik hati kita ni, and kita akan istiqamah. You know? And that's the reason why it's very important for us to take this opportunity Ramadan, okay, to make a lot of doa supaya kita istiqamah. You know, everything can happen biiznillah. Dengan izin Allah, Allah akan makbulkan doa kita. Who knows? Okay, so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be hypocrite ke apa ke. Don't be afraid. Just make doa, be sincere to yourself, and always do the good deeds for the sake of Allah. And insyaAllah, you'll be good. Don't be afraid of that.
You are so right. Yeah. Because who are we to say that nothing is impossible for Allah kan?
Yes. We cannot simply say macam alah Alah, nanti hypocrite macam mana? No. That is the powerful of doa. And that's the reason why we need to learn about the doa. We need to understand. You're not just only memorize the doa. We need to understand. And bila kita dah faham doa tu, we can hayati benda tu, doa. And we can practice. And insyaAllah, who knows kan, dengan izin Allah, Allah yang bagi hidayah kat kita, kita akan istiqamah. So don't be afraid. Allah Allah.
You know, some people they believe that after solat kan we always have to make doa kan. Some people feel like, okay, I have to make doa in Arabic only. When you can actually make doa in our own language juga kan, as long as benda tu sampai, right?
Yes.
So that's one misconception I feel that is macam quite prevalent lah in the society juga kan. They feel like bila lepas solat je mesti kena baca doa dalam bahasa Arab je. Padahal we can actually ask Allah anything. Sepatutnya there shouldn't be any boundary pun between kita dengan Allah.
Ya, sure. Allah yang ciptakan bahasa ni. You know, Allah will understand our doa. He will listen to our doa. And insyaAllah He will answer to our doa as long as we yakin dengan doa kita. As long as we understand what we really want for in our life, insyaAllah. And janganlah bermaksud kita kata
Iwar termute.
oh sorry lah. Termute. Sorry.
It's
Where
okay.
was I?
Janganlah kita.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
Janganlah kita rasa macam payahnya nak berdoa, semua benda nak nafal, semua benda nak kena ni. No. Don't feel that. Actually, bila kita berdoa, Allah akan nampak effort kita sebenarnya. Bila kita nak sesuatu, kena usaha. You know what? Macam tu. And take this opportunity in this Ramadan to learn doa, to talk to Allah. Just express everything to Allah, you know. Menangislah dengan dia, merengeklah dekat Allah ke apa ke. You know what? Allah will listen to us. Just cry out to Him and always ask for His guidance, and insyaAllah, and He will help us, insyaAllah.
You know how some people, okay, including me lah kan, kita kan manusia kan, kita weak kan.
Yes.
Kita sangatlah powerless kan. You know, when we ask something from Allah kan, kita somehow rasa entitled for what we want kan. Padahal sebenarnya Allah tu dia answer every single thing that we ask. Cumanya sometimes it's not even in the form yang kita harapkan.
Yeah.
Because ultimately He knows the best.
Yes.
Kan.
Sure.
So I think that's really profound lah. It's really tak tahulah. Like it's undescribable actually. Kan?
Yeah, sure. Betul.
So having said that, how can we make the best of Ramadan actually? Like what kind of pre-preparation that we should do before Ramadan in order for us to istiqamah, you know, and so that we can avoid burnout, knowing our limit, stuff like that.
Okay. Alright, I love that you just mentioned about istiqamah just now. You know, I know it's the most hardest part. You know?
It is.
Yeah, it's the most hardest part, of course, especially for people like us kan, macam tak biasa ni semua kan. Okay, but I just want to share a few tips lah, I guess, that I learned from Ustaz semua. The first thing is niat, of course. I just mentioned about niat just now. You know, if we want to have best Ramadan in this year, we must have the good niat. Goals kita kena jelas, tujuan kita kena jelas, niat kita kena baik. And we must ensure that everything that we do ni is just for the sake of Allah, lillahi ta'ala. And we are not doing the good things for attention, but we only do it for Allah, you know. Ignore what people say about us. Ignore if people want to say that dia ni alim je kat sini. Just don't care about it. Ignore them, you know. You know your goals. Okay, that's number one. Second, kena sungguh-sungguh. Sungguh-sungguh dengan goals kita. Push ourselves. Start with Rajab, Sya'ban. And we actually have less than 2 weeks, right? Less than 2 weeks before. And it's not late for us to start by now, start now, so if we are not doing it now, when would it be? Okay, number 3 is make plans. I believe that most of us want to have the best Ramadan. Okay, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to do this and this and that. Macam-macam benda nak buat. But somehow kita rasa macam stress, pressure. Macam, macam nak buat ni, semua benda nak buat satu hari ni apa ke? Relax. Make plans, Set your time management, kena buat time management cantik. Bila you nak bangun, pukul berapa nak kena tidur, kena mention benda tu, kena buat, kena plan. So that supaya kita rasa macam, okay, relax. Even though aku pergi kerja, aku still boleh buat benda ni. Okay, relax. And you know what? In Ramadan, we only have 30 days. And tak salah pun untuk kita berkorban untuk 30 days ni. Compared to other months, kan kita dah banyak lara. So why not if we only sacrifice for 30 days je? Tak lama pun, sekejap. 30 days je kita berkorban. Kan? Ngantuk lah, tapi tak apa, korban, because we want to have the best Ramadan. We want to have the reward from Allah. That is what we really want, kan? So make plans. And number 4, make a lot of doa. Sometimes, like you said just now, we are powerless, we are weak, there's nothing that we can do without there's nothing we can do instead of having good doa. We really need to make doa because we are not strong. We always want Allah to help us. We always seek for Allah's guidance because we are human. Kita tak boleh sombong. Kita tak boleh kata macam, oh tak apa, relax lah, aku dah biasa buat. Confirm Ramadan nanti aku boleh ni. No, we cannot say that. We cannot say that. Even though kita dah train diri kita semua, we still need to make doa supaya kita ni lebih istiqamah. And talking about istiqamah actually, I have watched a lecture and Ustaz say that untuk kita istiqamah ni, the first thing is start minimal. Start with small things.
So that we don't get overwhelmed, right?
Yes. So I have an experience where I was drastically change my routine drastically. But then tak lama pun, sekejap sangat. So I take it as a lesson for me to start small, do something that we like first. Do something that we like first. Okay, for example lah, kita tak pernah solat duha. Tiba-tiba kita rasa macam nak buat duha. It's okay, just do duha first. Kan, buat yang sunat lah, we say sunat kan. Buat solat duha first. Bagi kita rasa adapt dengan duha tu dulu kan. Maybe in a week, maybe kita boleh buat 2 times a week ke 3 times a week. Start small. Okay, after a month, kita belajar solat rawatib pula. Okay, solat subuh for example. Buat sikit. It takes time, but we do it consistent. And then lepas kita dah buat satu yang benda kita suka, kena banyakkan zikir. Zikir ni sangat penting sebenarnya. I have a friend, male friends lah. I always heard that he always zikir tau. Macam tak pernah lagi nampak orang yang macam tu. So every time bila keluar dengan dia, I always listen that mulut tu macam zikir je. Macam like wow, subhanallah, this I tak boleh buat benda tu. But he did that. And I feel inspired. So, and I always make doa. That's all I can say.
InsyaAllah. That's amazing. Yeah, I pun like I haven't gotten to that stage yet lah where I would like macam zikir every single time. Wow. Memang kalau if I ever listen to stories like this kan, I would be instantly inspired lah. Because everybody have their own punya own pace kan. Not everybody can be itulah, like it's really difficult kan.
Ya, betul. Kita rasa macam kita tak boleh nak sampai tahap macam tu lagi kan. Betul tak? Ya.
So macam kita boleh rasa amazed je lah sekarang ni.
Yes. And insyaAllah kan, mana tahu bila kita nak buat benda tu, just make doa man. Who knows, Allah boleh gerakkan hati kita. And it's a good sign actually. Bila Allah dah start gerakkan hati kita untuk buat baik, that's a good sign actually.
InsyaAllah, amin. So, in addition to what you said about the sunat prayers that we can do kan, the other kind of ibadah that we can also do, which is not just limited to macam solat-solat and zikir kan, we can also like do things such as like you mentioned earlier, macam helping our mothers in the kitchen kan, the small things lah, disengage from social media, reducing our K-dramas and music. Kan? Like the small things matter lah, like you said, the small things. And also the advantage of like early preparation is so that we won't be stuck in the same loop. Like, you know, we always have this hope that, contoh lah, like for this Ramadan, we feel like we didn't do that well, kan? And then we hope like, okay, you know what, I hope next Ramadan will be better. We will be stuck in the same loop if we if we keep having that kind of mindset. Like, who can guarantee you that you will be in the next Ramadan? Na'uzubillah lah kan? Kan? Also, I feel like some people, they see Ramadan as a competition. You know, kan? Like they're comparing themselves with others, and also from their past. Like, of course, like, kan, we always need to improve ourselves, like be better from our past version kan. But in this context, it's like, for example, kalau kita a first time mother ke kan, macam obviously the Ramadan that we had when we were single is different than when we have a child kan. So we cannot compare. Like, for example, we say, oh, since I have a child, I cannot like do tahajud anymore because the baby keeps crying, something like that. Kan, we cannot. And then, like, for example, new reverts kan, people yang people who just masuk Islam kan, they you know, they, I don't know about them lah kan, but they could feel like they're not yelah, pressure untuk diorang kan, because diorang baru masuk Islam, and then maybe they feel like they're not doing enough ke, kan. So I feel like people should know that it is not a competition lah.
Yes, definitely. Yes, you are right actually. We should not compare ourselves with other people, you know. Like you said just now, we are in this different phase. You know? Some people, diorang dah level tinggi. Ada orang masih baru start, rangkak-rangkak. Ada orang dah pertengahan. So we cannot compare. And you know what? I have read a book, and dalam buku ni actually is there is a explanation about Surah Al-Baqarah. In Surah Al-Baqarah, in the first part, dia ada sebut pasal saya lebih baik daripada dia. In Arabic, it says that ana khairun min. In the Surah of Al-Baqarah, ana khairun min, which means saya lebih baik daripada dia. And actually is a bisikan syaitan actually. You know, ana khairun min, saya lebih baik daripada dia. So whether you think that you have done so many things in your life, kan, do not compare. Jangan kau cakap lagi aku lebih baik daripada dia kot. Chill. No, do not. So for those yang rasa macam, alah, terlepas macam okay, tiba-tiba hari ni nak kena jaga anak pula kan, nak compare macam tu kan. Actually, benda tu adalah satu mindset yang tidak baik lah sebenarnya, tidak bagus. Bila kita nak, itu sebenarnya salah satu bisikan-bisikan syaitanir rajim sebenarnya. Itu adalah salah satu petanda di mana kita dah start macam nak bagi alasan. You know?
Bahaya.
Yes, na'udzubillah min zalik. Bila I baca satu lecture ni, dengan satu lecture ni, Ustaz tu kata, dia ada mention pasal Ramadan. Dia kata, bila dah start Ramadan ni tak boleh nak makan, akan rasa penat, akan itu, akan ini. That's actually is a bisikan actually. You know, that's a
very subtle kan sebenarnya.
Yes. Dengan sebab syaitan tahu dia akan diikat. Dia tahu dia akan diikat. So, sebelum dia diikat, dia akan hasut orang. dia akan bisik kan kita, alah nanti Ramadan nanti aku tak boleh nak ni, aku tak boleh nak tu. And bila kita dah ada perasaan-perasaan macam ni, Ustaz pesan kita kena cakap a'udzubillahi minasyaitanirrajim. Aku berlindung denganmu ya Allah daripada syaitan yang direjam. And setiap kali kalau kita rasa macam mesti rasa malas lah jadi a'udzubillahi minasyaitanirrajim. Macam mana aku nak puasa ni, nanti ada anak ni, macam mana a'udzubillahi minasyaitanirrajim. Itu semua syaitan. You know? And insya-Allah bila kita tahu itu semua adalah syaitan, and kita tak nak bagi alasan lagi dah. Jangan bagi alasan, we just go for it. Masuk je Ramadan, it's okay. Kita make plans, kita buat time management. Okay, kita tahu ni waktu kita ni macam ni. Just make plans. And insya-Allah kita doa supaya Allah permudahkan. And you know what? There's a doa that we can actually practice. If you know this doa, okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allâhumma bârik lanâ fi rajab wa sya'ban waballighnâ ramadân. And since we are talking about the preparation of Ramadan kan, and from this doa bermaksud ya Allah berkatilah kami dalam bulan Rajab dan bulan Sya'ban, dan pertemukanlah kami di bulan Ramadan. And that's the reason why it's very important for us to make preparations before Ramadan. Supaya bila kita dah start preparation sebelum Ramadan, kita minta Allah berkati kita punya Rajab dan Sya'ban kita ni, dan Allah dekatkan kita dengan Ramadan. And sometimes kan people kan kadang-kadang kita tak faham kenapa orang tiba-tiba jadi baik. You know, the power of doa. Mungkin itu keberkatan yang Allah dah bagi dekat dia.
InsyaAllah.
And do not make excuses. Just bila sampai je Ramadan tu, just buat je macam biasa. Buat je. Kalau kita rasa nak baca Quran, buat. Ada masa baca Quran, baca Quran. Ada masa sedekah. Ada masa itu, just buat. Jangan fikir macam, macam mana aku nak ni. No. Itu semua bisikan tidak baik. That's all I can share lah with you. I think, you know, Ustaz yang pesan, jadi insyaAllah kita boleh hindari diri kita daripada prasangka-prasangka yang tidak baik, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah, amin. Masya Allah, Iwar, you've shared with us so many valuable things, honestly. Like, I'm sitting here and listening, Masya Allah. Like, okay, may Allah bless you with all the good things in life and the hereafter, insyaAllah.
Amin.
Thank you. Okay, now that we've gotten all of the serious questions out of the way, I want to ask you one final question. You may have to jog your memories a bit.
Yeah.
You know, for context, everybody, Iwar and I used to call her Iwar lah in school, but right now you go with Wa, Wa. I used to call her Iwar in school, and I think we were lah quite close in primary from Standard 5 kan? Standard 5. We were quite close in class. But somehow
we were babies.
We went to the same primary school. It's called tak payah quote share.
People call it Syaari lah.
Yeah, people call it Syaari. What is Syaari? Syaari, the daun. Anyway, we went to the same school and we spent our times together. So what was one memory that you remember during Ramadan in Syaari?
Well, if you ask me, I have forgotten a lot actually. But there was one incident happened to me. I think I don't remember lah whether I was in standard 1 or standard 2. I followed my friends tau masa dah habis sekolah. Dah habis waktu sekolah. I followed her because we wanted to pray for Solat Asar. We want to pray for Solat Asar, and then we went to the toilet. And then my friend, dia tengah berkumur. And I was like, wow, cuba rasa air ni. I was like, no, tengok, we puasa. Dah, cuba rasa kejap. No, tak boleh puasa. And then dia rasa, dia ambil tu, dia kumur. Sedap wah, sedap. I was like, you know, drinking water from the toilet. And I was like, okay, just sedap je. I don't know why, just sedap je tengok dia minum. And then I try lah macam, okay, minum sikit, tak apa kot . Wow, rasa haus tu hilang. And then dia ambil wuduk and then went to solat asar. Without feeling guilty. I was like, wow. Apa-apa je perangai. It's one of the memories lah. It's right. Actually, there was a lot, but I don't really remember a lot because dah lama sangat kan. But I miss Rai so bad.
I wonder how everybody else is getting on. Do you still keep in touch though with the others?
Only a few of them lah.
Oh.
Tak ramai lah because you know what, they were studying in Samtaj kan, sekolah menengah tu diorang dah banyak berbeza kan, so I don't really get close to them, but just tengok diorang punya update dekat story Instagram macam tu je lah.
Oh, faham. Kita just silent watcher je lah kan.
Yes. Just okay macam okay diorang dah ni, diorang dah tu, diorang dah ni
kan, macam kadang-kadang rasa amazed.
Surprisingly there are a few of her friends kan, macam bila dah habis ni macam diorang dah level, diorang punya akademik dah macam tinggi, diorang dah belajar itu, belajar ini. I was like, wow, you guys are so great, you know, macam nampak dah dewasa sangat semua. And I was like, wow, masing-masing dah ada haluan hidup masing-masing, and I feel happy for them, you know. I feel happy for them. And macam you sekarang pun macam dah sama master. Wow, I feel, you know, I'm happy for you. Alhamdulillah.
But yeah, it's something yang apa? Yeah, tak tahulah nak cakap apa. Tapi tu dah like I also didn't remember much lah masa serai. Sebab it has been such a long time kan, like it was like
more than 10 years.
More than 10 years kan? More than 10
so
years.
Long.
It was so long ago, ya Allah. Okay, so with that we will wrap up our session. Okay, I would like to thank Iwar so much, ya Allah. Like you've shared with us so much with us, ya Allah. Like only Allah can balas all your goodness.
Amin. Allâhumma amin. Thank you Syaida for having me. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You know,
would you like
tak sangka to be one of your guests. It's like, wow, I'm an artist.
You are.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that.
So would you like to drop your I don't know, social medias?
Well, I don't let people follow me on social media because I'm not a social media person. But you guys can read my blog lah, I guess. You guys can read my blog. Find themissinglemon.tumblr.com because I usually active in Tumblr. So yeah.
Okay, make sure you guys take note
Find the missinglemon.tumblr.com, inshallah. I don't follow me on Instagram because I'm not gonna approve people.
She shares beautiful poems on there, so you guys missed out.
Yes, of course. I share it on Tumblr sometimes. Yes, I write poems on Tumblr. So you guys can read my poems, my nonsense poems, I guess.
No lah, they're not nonsense. Come on.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we hope that all of you will have a blessed Ramadan this year, inshallah. May Allah give us the right intention and the best kind of effort so that we can reap lots and lots of pahala so that we can go into Jannah, inshallah, together.
Allâhumma.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you like it, do subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.